Who you got, New England Patriots, or are you going with the Denver Broncos? Broncos obviously picking up the first ever overtime win with the new rules. Just absolutely insane, only 11 seconds in. Broncos at New England. What are you thinking?
The hype's already beginning.
I was going to say, we've seen plenty of SNL skits already.
Yep, and we're talking on Monday morning here. I got a call on the way down. We're here taping this. I get a call coming on down the studio to go on TV to talk about this. And of course, we're in Boston, so the hype is already cranking up. People are excited about it, and it's obviously, when they played the first time, it was one of the highest rated games in football in recent history. Mm-hmm. Tim Tebow, a big name. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, the star-studded New England team. So obviously, there's a lot of factors at work here. The one thing, though, it shapes up a lot like that Pittsburgh game, where one team is clearly better on paper. In this case, the Patriots, like Pittsburgh, clearly better on paper. But the games aren't played on paper, however, as we saw Sunday.
We saw this past weekend.
Yeah, when the Broncos really kind of shocked a lot of people. We had them covering that game. It was a win for our real and spectacular picks at Cold Hard Insider. We expected it to be kind of a tight game. Did not expect the Broncos to be able to put up that many points against what was the stingiest defense in football. And I think really a statistical coming out party for Tim Tebow.
So was it 41-23, I think was the final of that game. They rattled off a bunch of wins in a row. Then from that Patriots game, they lost a bunch in a row. They hadn't been able to
and don't forget, though, the Broncos led early in that game, and they looked like they were controlling that game early and ran down for an early score.
Turnovers.
3 turnovers in a row, 2 by the offense, 1 by Tim Tebow, 1 on a punt return. Those 3 turnovers, you can't win in the NFL turning the ball over. They committed 3 turnovers in the space of 1 quarter. New England does not waste opportunities. They took advantage of those and took control of the game, but you can't count on winning the turnover battle like that. And I think if the Broncos were able to hold on to the ball and look at how porous the New England pass defense has been, Tim Tebow has another opportunity to have another 300-yard day.
You can draw comparisons between the Patriots and the Steelers, like you started to right there. I mean, granted, the Patriots defense is
but you can compare them in terms of being great teams.
Yes, but great teams. And you look at, okay, well, last time it was a 41-23 win by the Patriots. But I want to go back to that matchup.
41-23.
Yep. That matchup, the reason for this, exactly what you had said, they were running the ball, something that Denver does very well. Most of that first half up until the last, I think, 4 minutes of that second quarter when they actually fumbled and then fumbled again.
Yeah, well, it was a classic game where the Patriots are able, because that offense is so good, they're able to take other teams out of that game. All of a sudden, you're in a shootout with Tom Brady. You got to try to get the ball downfield. They can't just keep, I think they had, over 100 yards in the first quarter alone. I forget the exact number. Really pounding away at what we know is a struggling New England defense. But that's what makes Tom Brady, what makes him so great. He can just put the pressure on, and they can score at any time against anybody. And by the way, the Broncos are not a great defense. They did a good job against a wounded Pittsburgh offense and a quarterback. They're one of 56 teams in NFL history with a defensive passer rating worse than 93. A bad pass defense Denver has. They're just a third to make the playoffs. So it's really an anomaly that they're here, and I think that's a bad matchup. Yeah, I expect Tom Brady to have a big day. Can Tim Tebow keep pace? I would not expect him to, but it's going to be, like I said, turnover. Who knows what could happen with turnovers or whatever. But it's going to be the Patriots can definitely light up that team, and this is not a great defense, even though they might have played well at certain points in the season.
Yeah.